Joining us now is St. Louis's SC interim head coach John Hackworth. We'll begin again with questions in the room before we transition over to Zoom. So those on Zoom, please feel free to start raising your virtual hand and we'll go ahead and begin.
John, you get a goal out of Toyer, the goal out of Hartle, after a foul on Betcher, you got to like what the new guys are bringing to this team.
Yeah, I mean, you have to give them a ton of credit. On short prep time, they came in, they did a tremendous job. You see some of the quality they have, but they also, left everything out there. As I think all three of those guys left as much as they could give in a game like that. So really proud of them.
Did it bring just to the whole team, just enthusiasm? I mean, that also probably the best attacking team lineup you guys have had in whole season.
It's really nice. I mean, I want to give, like the Johnny Klein and the, Jose, and they have done a great job for us, but it's really nice when you have some depth like that and you can bring those guys onto the field when legs are getting tired. So, it's nice to have those choices, and that's indicative of the whole locker room. We've had more competition in training for the minutes and things like that, and we just got to build upon that.
And I got to follow up on that, Coach. How much does it mean for the confidence of these guys to come in and be contributing right away, basically just coming off the plane?
Yeah, I mean, you can't say it enough that when they come here and they're just literally thrown into something, but it wasn't as that, I wasn't going to always throw them in. They came and they integrated so quickly and so fast, especially Seti. Like, he was here early and has been training, for a couple weeks now. He's just getting game minutes, Cello is a little different. He said he was fitter when he got here. He just needed the game minutes, and that was great. Simon came off of preseason in Denmark, so he's fit and ready, but that's his first, real game minutes. So, again, big boost to our team.
And then playing Dallas for the third time this season, is that kind of a good litmus test as well, that you kind of are aware of how they're going to play, know what to expect from them?
Yeah, I mean, I think Dallas is a good team. They've been in good form. They've been successful in the last, since we probably played them down there, really. And so you could see that tonight. They're a team that gives you fits. It's nice that we not only got a win, we got good performances, and we beat a good team.
Hey, Coach. This is the first time in this calendar year that the other team has scored first and City has won. What do you think you guys did differently?
I think it was all coaching. I'm kidding. We have come back to tie a game a couple times, and I didn't know that, but this is fantastic because that kind of game, when you come back and you can win, that's where you get some real momentum. That's where you learn how to win and manage a game. And I was impressed with the team that we were kind of in control in that last 15 to 20 minutes. That's nice. I think all of us can see that we're making a progression there.
Coach, I'm just curious, a lot of hype leading into this game, given the new signees. Take me into John Hackworth's mind before kickoff emotionally, and then maybe 10 to 15 minutes in once they've taken the field, passed the ball around a bit.
I was excited. I mean, I think the players and staff could tell that we were all excited, because while we didn't necessarily think we were going to come out and automatically win a game, we just thought that we were, have potential from our past performances, adding some real quality, especially with Simon and Cello getting on the field tonight to start. So we were excited. I thought, this isn't going to work perfectly, but let's build on the little relationships. Let's, understand each other. Let's trust. Let's get each other's back. And for the most part, I was really happy with that. I was also, absolutely out of my mind furious when we gave up that first goal, because it didn't seem like, they had threatened much, and we knew what they were going to try to do. So that's just a really bad defensive play on our part.
And then do you feel like you could have gotten a third goal there? There are plenty of chances there.
Yeah, I just looked at the the XG, Gatsby, I think it was 2.64. And I felt like, man, I'm proud we won, 1 goal game and we managed it right, but you would love to get that third one, because that would make all the difference. And we had a couple really good looks and we just took too long to deliver the final pass. Something we can work on though.
Is El now, is he the official PK guy or was that,
No, Edu is the official PK guy, but we also said, Edu, if you're not feeling it in that moment, or if it's Cello or SETI, we said one of you guys can go up to Edu, and that's Edu's decision. And so it was nice to see him have that conversation. Edu had it, and I think Cello went up to him and said, "Hey, I'm feeling it right now," and Edu passed it over. So.
the game also turns on the penalty kick that they don't score? Was going into that, the foul, the handball, I guess it's video showed it, but was that another, I don't know, how'd you feel about that whole string of events?
I mean, I've been coaching for a long time and I have no idea what a handball is anymore. So you're going to have to find somebody else that can explain it to you, because there's been so many in this building in the last 2 seasons that weren't, to me obvious, but didn't go that way. Especially on a VAR review when I was positive, okay, I learned the rule again and I've learned it again and I've had conversations, but honestly, I don't know what they are anymore. So I want to go look at it. It was certainly a key moment when the PK was missed, because that gave us a lot of momentum. And I still had a belief that we could come back, but you don't want to keep having to come back, So it was nice for us to have that moment go our way. And then I really thought we came out in the second half and really started well, put them on their heels right away. Something we didn't do in the first half was kind of stretch them and play in behind a few times. And it worked on the first 2 balls. We got the PK on the second one.
Coach, talking about that formation a little bit, it seemed like there's a lot of interplay on that left-hand side between Hartle and Leuven, and then Reed coming up as well. What did you kind of like what you see? And then was there moments where they're maybe trying to occupy some of the same space that you're hoping to iron out?
Yeah, for sure. And that's part of the excitement. We knew that they were going to run into each other because they hadn't been playing together enough. But, from my standpoint, I love the mobility, and that makes it really difficult for an opposition to kind of key on one way to defend you. And those guys, especially those 3, all 3 of them are very fluid in their movement. That's something we can certainly build on, and I know they will.
For those on Zoom, please feel free to raise your hand and we can let you ask your question. But as of now, I don't see any requests. So, we'll let her go and then, yeah.
Just how did you feel not playing with these border groups being up? Did that change the atmosphere of the game?
I mean, I would just say that the people that were in the building were fantastic. I had a bunch of guys that I bike with on my cycling team, and they did a fantastic job of making it loud. So while we miss our supporters, at the same time, the fans that were here were fantastic.
Coach, I'm just spitballing. New signees, good result. Does that maybe point to the potential of more signees this summer for St. Louis City SC?
Yeah, I mean, I can't tell you that one way or another. I mean, I work for Lute still. He seems like he's always on the phone early in the morning till late at night. And we're always looking at new guys. So at the same time, we do need some continuity, know who's in the room, and try to build off of that. So happy with the guys that are in there right now. Feel real positive of the progress we've made, and I hope to build on that.
Thank you, Coach. That
Thank you.
concludes our press conference. Thank you for your coverage, everyone, and have a great night.